Ryan Williams is one of the biggest stars in college football, having an electric freshman season that put him on the map and landed him the College Football 26 cover. But him and Alabama are going to have a tough hill to climb this season to win a national championship, so I figured I'd make it easier by building Ryan Williams a super team of players he knows and Alabama legends to help him reach his first national championship. And in order to get those players on the team, we've got to spin this wheel to add them. So we jumped straight into our first wheel spin and landed on this. We're going to land on a great one, the King. And if you haven't guessed by now, that is going to be the one and only, the man, the myth, the legend, King Henry, Derrick Henry, one of the best running backs in Alabama history. At 96 overall with 94 speed and 95 acceleration, he is going to be unstoppable for us in our backfield. And he's going to help Ryan Williams' super team a ton to get this national championship. But just one player isn't going to help Ryan Williams accomplish his goals, because in order for this season to be a success with his super team, Ryan Williams' team is going to have to win the national championship, have a player from Alabama reach top 5 in the Heisman voting, and we're going to have 3 All-Americans on our team as well. And if his super team doesn't accomplish 2 out of those 3, Alabama itself is giving me $50 in gift cards to give to lucky subscribers down below in the comment section. So hit the like button, subscribe, notifications on, and comment down below to enter. We got the King last time. Let's see what our next player we're going to add to Ryan Williams' super team is going to be. And it's going to be certainly Lockdown. That was a really good pun. I know. I'm proud of that one. Which is none other than the NFL's 2025 Defensive Player of the Year, Patrick Surtain II. 98 overall, 94 speed, 93 acceleration. He's going to be an absolute monster on this team. And this is prime Patrick Surtain we're talking about here. This dude is going to lock down college receivers like none other. But those are just 3 players so far that make Ryan Williams' super team, and we haven't even gotten to the best player yet, so let's go back to the wheel. All right, we landed Patrick Surtain on our team. Going to be an awesome player for us, and we're going to land another great player right here. Cover combo, a perfect addition to the team. As you could probably guess, this has to do with the College Football 26 cover, where there are 2 players. One is the star of this video, Ryan Williams, and the other one is the generational wide receiver prospect himself, Jeremiah Smith, the 6'3" monster at the wide receiver position, which gives us 299 overall wide receivers to start this super team with in Ryan Williams and Jeremiah Smith. And it's going to be a dream matchup to throw to for our future QB that may be coming up later on in the video. Wheel spin number 4, I believe, or 5, somewhere around there. And we're landing on a great one because we are going to be landing on Heisman. And we're not talking about just any Heisman winner on Alabama. We're talking about the most recent one, who's one of just a few wide receivers in the history of college football to win the Heisman. We are getting DeVonta Smith on the team, which, yes, this means we have Ryan Williams, Jeremiah Smith, and DeVonta Smith for our future QB to throw to. Absolutely disgusting trio. Possibly the best one in college football history, but you tell me down below what you think is better. And with 2 spins remaining, we spun once again. Okay, which player are we going to be adding first? And this is an obvious one due to the pun, which I've been doing great on, by the way. Love Hurts, recent Super Bowl MVP of this season after decimating the Chiefs. We are adding former Alabama QB Jalen Hurts to the team so he can try and make up for getting benched for Tua in the national championship, which means we've got Jalen Hurts, we've got Derrick Henry, and then we have our wide receiver trio on offense. This is going to be a disgusting team. I don't know how any team could stop this, but you never know any given Sunday or Saturday, I suppose. Which leaves us with our final wheel spin, which is just 1 player to land on, and that is going to be Fitzy. None other than Minkah Fitzpatrick, former Alabama King himself, is going to be joining our secondary with Patrick Surtain, 99 overall with 94 speed and 95 acceleration. And we can't forget about the 96 hit power. This dude is going to be a monster in the secondary. But those are the players that make up Ryan Williams' super team, and we even have a dude named LeBron Bond on the team. That is incredible. I didn't even make this one. Is this a real dude? Oh my gosh, this is a real guy. This is the greatest day of my life. But now we have to try and win a national championship with 89 overall Alabama, and of course complete each of these challenges. Otherwise I have to give away $50 to you guys, which is quite a lot. I don't have NIL money like these guys do. Why don't these guys do the giveaway for you? And our first game of the season comes against number 2 Notre Dame. We're gonna start a drive off against Notre Dame with a run to Derrick Henry, and he just absolutely flew on that play. One thing I will say is DeVonta Smith's number isn't correct because there was already a player on Alabama with number 6, so we couldn't give him that. We are getting a man kind of open though here in a second. Never mind. We're just going to run with Jalen Hurts and get the first. Coming down to a 3rd down here. Their stadium pulse is going absolutely crazy right now. We're going to have to pick up a quick first down here. Go Ryan. We got Ryan. He can get the first. I wanted someone to get open here. We might have a chance right there. Jalen Hurts is great at the deep ball. Let's catch it. Oh! Jeremiah Smith mosses him for the score. Unbelievable score by Jeremiah Smith on our last offensive drive. And we're back out here with King Henry trying to pick up as many yards as possible. We still have yet to hit Devontae, so I think I'm going to try and target him on this drive. We got his QB, so we may as well try and lob it up to him. There's a chance. Oh, knocked out. But Devontae is a great route runner. He's going to get wide open on the out route right there for a first. We're going to keep throwing the rock here. We might have a man. That's Jeremiah Smith again if we can get it in there, and it's picked. Oh no. That pick is not going to matter though, as we're going to come out on this drive and get a huge run with Derrick Henry. And ultimately, while our offense was making some mistakes, we're still going to beat number 2 Notre Dame 21-18, and Ryan Williams Super Team is well on their way to maybe having an undefeated season, as long as I don't control them anymore. And Derrick Henry gets player of the game. And our week 2 game against Oklahoma State is off to a rough start as we're down 14 to start the game. We are climbing back into it right now though. We finally tie it up, down 7. This is going to be an interesting ending, but up 10 with a minute left in the fourth quarter and a 3rd and 7. Jalen Hurts and the offense just need 1 first down, and this game is over, and Derrick Henry is going to be close enough to get it. They're going to be in field goal range. But Alabama's deciding to go for it on 4th and 2 here. They could end the game. They could seal it right here. Pressure in the pocket. Jalen Hurts lobs it deep. And Derrick Henry mosses them? Oh my goodness, what an insane ending. Derrick Henry just busted all over those guys and wins the game for them. And our week 3 game against Minnesota, they get blown out worse than prime Mia Khalifa. 42-10 is crazy. And I'm gonna guess our game against 52 overall FCS West isn't gonna be any closer than the last game was. And they literally got up by 10 points at one point in the game, but we're still gonna beat FCS West by 36 points. So we're looking like a juggernaut, and that guy looks possessed. And our final big test before we're going to sim the rest of the season is against 97 overall Georgia. What? Do they just have every player from 2019 LSU or something? Oh yeah, these guys have aura. I'm horrified. All right, we're going to watch the sim, and if it gets close at the end, we are going to watch the final few plays of the game. And right now, Georgia's going to be up 7 points. With 1 second left, we are going to beat Georgia by 12 points. Not an extremely close game, but I mean, dude, we beat a 99 overall 1,000 team. Good Lord. But now we're going to sim all the way to the bowl games, see how all of our players did, how our stats were, and see how many of our challenges our team accomplishes in that time. And during this time, we had tons of players go absolutely off for Ryan Williams Super Team. Jalen Hurts put up a great year, getting 4,328 passing yards and 39 touchdowns, along with 530 rushing yards and 7 touchdowns. Derrick Henry put up 1,479 yards and 21 touchdowns, and Jeremiah Smith put up 1,200 yards and 13 touchdowns, and Devontae Smith put up 1,131 yards and 9 touchdowns, while Ryan Williams had 908 yards and 10 touchdowns. And defensively, Patrick Surtain put up 10 picks, while Minkah Fitzpatrick put up 3. And we went 13-0 throughout the season, our biggest win being 66-17 over Vanderbilt, and we scored 56 points on Tennessee as well, and then we beat Georgia again in the conference championship for the SEC. We had the number 4 offense in the nation, and the number 80 defense in the nation. I don't know what happened there. Unfortunately, we don't win the Heisman. This dude had 5,000 yards and 60 touchdowns. My goodness. But Patrick Surtain won the Czech Bednarik Award, and Derrick Henry won the Doak Walker Award. So I think we'll probably have a few All-Americans. Derrick Henry was a first-team All-American. Patrick Surtain was a first-team All-American. Jalen Hurts was a second-team All-American, and Minkah was a second-team All-American. So we get 4 All-Americans on our team. We beat that challenge, and we actually have 2 guys in the top 5 for at the Heisman Trophy, so we complete that challenge as well. I'm just shocked we didn't have anybody win the Heisman, considering how good our team did. And we are number 1 in the nation. We have a bye week, and we'll play the winner of Georgia and Tennessee. So we might have a 3rd game against Georgia this year. And we're going to be having a rematch against Georgia in the Cotton Bowl. And look at that. They're 5 overalls lower this time. Looks like freaking Calvin Johnson and Barry Sanders decided to sit out this game. With 3 wins to go in this season, we just need to beat Georgia and 2 other teams to win the national championship and complete every single goal we set out to do this season. But Georgia's putting up a great fight against us in our first playoff game. We are going to beat them though, 31-21. And we move on to the next round against Penn State in the Sugar Bowl. And this game was never really close, as we were ahead of Penn State pretty much the entire game, and we ultimately beat them 38-20, moving us on to the national championship with Ryan Williams Super Team, where we will be taking on Ohio State, which makes me think a Jeremiah Smith Super Team versus a Ryan Williams Super Team would be sick. So tell me down below if you would like that. And with 1:39 left in the game, Ohio State is in Alabama territory. They're going to hand the ball off and get stuffed though. Second goal here. If they get a field goal, they do tie up. They're going to get sacked, though, and fumble it. And that pushes them back. 42-39. They're going to run the ball again right up the middle, and they're going to get down on the 11 and go for the field goal. Kick is up, and it is good. We have a tie game with 38 seconds left. Alabama's going to return the kick. They're going past the 20 right now. If they get a couple blocks, they could be gone, but they're down on the 20. Alabama does have 3 timeouts. They're going to throw a bubble screen to the outside to Devontae and go down. And they're going to let the clock run, too. Final play of regulation. They're going to throw another screen pass to Ryan Williams. And we're going to overtime in the national championship against Ohio State. Ohio State's going to start with the ball. 1 turnover, and this game is over, and Alabama is going to win it. They get a first down, though. Ohio State driving right now in overtime. They're throwing it over the middle, and they're going to score. Alabama's in danger of losing the Natty. Alabama back on offense. First possession for them in overtime, and Jalen Hurts is going to get smoked, and it's going to be 2nd and long. Jalen Hurts dropping back. He's got to hit somebody. He gets a first down to Jeremiah Smith. It would be so baller if they got the touchdown, then went for 2. Jalen Hurts back in the pocket again, going to throw, looking for somebody open, and he gets a touchdown to Jeremiah Smith. We're in double OT. Unless this kick is missed for some reason. Just saying, it could happen. Alabama back on offense for double OT. He's going to hit the first down to Devontae Smith. Jalen Hurts snaps the ball, play action pass right over the middle to their tight end for 7. Shotgun formation once again, handoff to Derrick Henry, cuts it up the middle, and he scores. Every touchdown has to go for 2 from here on out. So Alabama's offense is back out on the field. Jalen Hurts throws it up, and they score the 2-point conversion to Devontae. The Ryan Williams super team is 1 stop away from winning the Natty. Ohio State quarterback throwing it over the middle. They're going to go into 2nd and mid. Motion play from the tight end for Ohio State. They're going to get another first. It's batted out, though. 3rd and 5. 2 stops away from winning the national championship. Alabama pressuring the QB. Deep shot left sideline. Batted down. 4th and 5. Game on the line. 1 stop away from a national championship. Ohio State QB looking left. He hits it. They're going to have a touchdown on 4th down. This is the most unbelievable game I've ever seen. 2-point conversion try for Ohio State. If they don't get this, Alabama wins the Natty. Handing the ball off. They're doing an option play, and they're going to score. Oh my gosh. Triple OT. 2-point conversions from here on out. Ohio State starts with it. They're going to do an option play, and they might get in. They get stuffed. Alabama just needs to get in the end zone to win, and I need it to happen too. I want to see the super team win. And if you guys are enjoying this, tell me down below, and I'll make an Alabama all-time team and an Ohio State all-time team. Jalen Hurts in the pocket. 1 chance. Can he do it? Alabama wins the national championship. Devontae Smith from Jalen Hurts, just like they did in the Super Bowl. The Ryan Williams super team completes every challenge. They win the national championship, and they go down in the record books with the highest scoring national championship of all time, at least I think. If you guys enjoyed this video, watch this one right here. If you enjoyed this video, you're going to love this one. I'll see you there in a second. Tell someone you love them today. Love you guys.